Alright, so, haven't made a legitimate video in a while. Been playing Monster Hunter for a while. I've started playing with Pops, and I've met a few other people that I will or will not potentially play with. People that have been interested in the game but couldn't quite get into it. They didn't really understand what's going on. So, as such, I'm going to turn my wireless mouse off so that it's not going to sit there and get confused. So I play pretty much on PC. I do have it on Switch. I pretty much have all my settings the same. And yeah, just planning on going through some of the things I've learned. Probably excuse me. Alright, probably the thing that I ended up learning the quickest was you need a lot of materials. I mean, a lot of materials. Oh, I do have golden eggs. Cool. Anyway, lots of materials. It's a lot of hunting. A lot of things you can learn with items. And actually, the first thing in here that I can definitely say is, as you're playing, collect everything. If you do not have anything, collect everything. The things to focus on the most are ores, bones, because obviously you need metal to make your weapons. You need bones all over the place. Honey, because mega potions are your best friend. Once the and even at the highest level, I've seen people that will bring honey with them so that they can mix them with their potions to make mega potions mid-hunt. So I mean, it's all dependent on what you need. Don't ever buy anything from the shop. If you are going to buy things from the shop, the only time it is okay is when it's on a lottery, because everything is like half price. Always do the lotteries, though. Always do the lotteries. It's always worth it. It's pretty much just the game giving you free stuff. Plan out your gear. And it's a little hard for me to talk about gear just because of the fact that every weapon has different things that it wants in an armor set.
What do you need?
So, like, my set is focused around the switchblade, so one of my main skills that I like to focus on is I think it's, can't remember off the top of my head now. Rapid Morph. Only useful on the Switch Axe and Charge Blade, but it's... So, you know, obviously I wouldn't want people to, you know, grab gear that has it. I have Ibushi and Narwa on my main set because I get a lot out of it for my Switch Axe weapon. Different armors will give you different abilities. I can't talk about each weapon because I really only know in depth the Switch Axe, and I've been kind of learning a little bit on Hammer, but even with the Switch Axe and Hammer itself, I don't know everything. And I definitely do not play the most optimized. I want to get the job done. That's pretty much it. Going over Dango real quick. Always eat before fight or hunt. Always check to see what your daily Dango is. You can tell by the little marking there. It changes between every hunt. So this one I'd pretty much grab at any point, because Zenny is always important. You will run out of Zenny. Do your quests that would unlock these, because they are good in certain situations. I've got a few different sets. I don't use all of these. A lot of these I actually don't use. I think this one's probably the one I use the most. Shifter Defender Defender is also good if I'm fighting against a monster that I know I'm going to be using the Quick Breath Jewel with, which just means that when I go into my do my skill swap, I get to remove a status ailment. And Shifter allows me, when it's active, allows me to heal a little bit. So, I don't really use Moxie anymore. I don't understand exactly how it works. Sometimes it seems like it does, and then sometimes it doesn't. The little endemic life turtle does the exact same thing. Yeah, it's the same thing as this. It's just I got them in a different order. And I guess, yeah, these were really early on Dongo options that I made. Yeah, once you find what works, just build yourself a loadout for it. Same with items when you're going out. I always have different loadouts for each one. I have my baseline loadout. I have probably my most common, my capture loadout with most of my healing items. This is pure healing items. I'm going to kill the monster. I'm not even thinking about... This is like an Elder Dragon build setup for me. Just because it's not going to... Elder Dragons you have to kill. You can't capture them. That's another thing. Capture over kill every time. If it is at all possible... I'll go into the Hunter's Notes here, for instance. I go into this, and you can see, if I go over to the Carve section, those are the percentages, those are the brokens, capture rewards. Obviously, Geismagorm cannot be captured because it's an Elder Dragon, so it's all blanked out. But, as you can see... Like, Seething Basilgeuse is not an Elder Dragon, so you can't actually capture it. So you have a decent chance of getting what you want and ending the quest earlier with a capture. Just straight up, especially because if... In a lot of situations, it's like, especially if you're hunting the monster for the first time, getting a successful capture on the first hunt is great. And sometimes they slap you around a bit. And you're just like, fuck it, I've already carded twice. Always check the... If you're using ailments, always check the monster. Elements can be like that too, but you really don't need to worry about element until endgame. You can pretty much just get off through the game with just about any weapon. As long as the raw is good enough. Fuck it, we'll go over here. That's another thing too, is master wirebug usage. It's weird to get used to, but it will allow you a whole lot of movement. It makes the game so much easier once you're used to it. That's why I really don't run the Palamute at all. There's nothing wrong with it. I actually do think that there's a lot of strong reasons to grab the Palamute, the extra bag spaces, being able to move and move about the map faster, and be able to sharpen and eat while on the move and stuff like that is all very, very nice. But the reason that I cannot give up my double kitty cat combo... Oh, that's right. I don't have my guys set right now. I have these guys. It's because Gatherer, Palicos have the Pilfer skill automatically. Everything else, just they kind of do it, and I just kind of take advantage of it when I can. But yeah, I get them leveled up. I basically just kind of choose things based off of what I want them to do, but I always choose the gather palicos because they'll hit every node that you run across that you end up hitting. They might, if it's in vicinity as you're walking by, they might go and tag a node or something like that, and they'll give it to you at the end of the quest. So and again, those pilfers are actually good. They can bring you extra monster materials as you're hunting, the longer the hunt goes on. Great things to have. So I always do my double palicos, because generally most of the fights I can do them on my own, and with the new Sunbreak, they actually did the follower quests, where once you get far enough with a follower, you can bring them with you on a hunt as an NPC. So bringing both my cats and 2 extra followers, I'm not really worried about my cats doing any worried about my cats having to help me kill the monster. They're just there to help rip off more materials. And I will admit, Lottery Box from the expansion is freaking amazing, because it gives the Kitinator free knockdown. It's always nice. Always have buddies in the dojo and training. I'm gonna reset that. And then, yeah, you can go into here and do all that stuff. It took me a long time before I even looked at that, and I still don't know it all. I do know that there's rare abilities that you can get. I think I've gotten most of them. You basically just come over and talk to Iori here, and he'll set you up with whatever you need. You can also look for more specific stuff. This is the only one that I really care about. I grab a few from every single one, because they're, depending on how you want to play, you can set them up however you want. Palamutes don't have the same category types. They're not gatherer types. They just are. So you can just make it look nice. It's going to do the same thing depending on what his weapon is. It's part of the reason that I don't do the Palamutes over the Palicos. They're good looking. Damn it, I keep hitting the wrong buttons.
See you later.
But yeah, so, there's that. Over here, you have the Meowcenaries. If you haven't unlocked them yet, you will very, very quickly. Basically, you can send out your buddies. I have recon. They're actually one hunt away, so I can actually show that later. But they will bring you back materials and unlock exclusive weapons and armor sets through these items. They can also bring back some common materials, so just more resources. Rondine. She is all about Kimura points. Kimura points are...
This is why I chose this profession.
You get them from every quest. You get them from getting account items and stuff like that out on a hunt that get turned into points. Your sub-quests, the sub-requests and stuff like that, that you get from either Chai Chai or from your hub lady, whatever you decide to do, you hit enough of the ore, whatever. That'll give you points.
I must say, I do enjoy these little interactions we have.
Special goods are purely collectibles. Don't need to spend any points on these unless you want to trick out your home, which only really you get to see. The regular trade goods, stuff that you can pretty much... You can come across this stuff naturally enough in the game. You don't really need any of it. Rare finds are where it's at. You can get your traps in here. I really wish you'd stop talking. Anyway. Pale Extract, I got a lot of them. They're extremely good. It's, I think, only ever dropped from the Kezu in this game. But, yeah, no, it's just a rare material. It's used on some of the high-end medicines, I believe. Gloam Grass as well. And you also get these
Time to buy.
So like the Burnistone, it has no value other than it's a sell material, but the fact that I can pay points and turn it into Zenny, always pick them up, because sometimes they can be quite expensive. It's always worth it. Get your guys in here. I personally suggest doing this setup here. You can adjust it as you need, as you decide which items you want to craft. It's just ivy, mite seeds, honey. They all go into very commonly used things. Backroom deals is an expansion thing that allows you to get more items more often.
There's a saying in my country that goes, the more you rush, the more you lose. It's important to take your time when necessary.
Jesus Christ, she likes to talk a lot. In this here, when we're setting up the trade requests, you can come up and choose them, and it's all based off of levels. So at level 50 for the expansion, it's, you know, the best you can do. Once you have these set, and you have time on your up in the corner there for your timing, use Laggin' Apples. You get tons of them as you play the game. You should never be lacking in them. I've got 30 right now. I've never run out since the game has been giving them to me. As long as you keep those bars from hitting 0 by adding an apple every now and again, you never have to pay any points to reset it. So always make sure that you're checking that. Generally, you only have to throw. You want to check on that, and you really only have to empty it when it's full. Meowcenaries will be out every 5 missions. That's another thing I forgot to mention. And when they come back, there's actually one spot here up the top of this tree that will give you free items, including those apples, Laggin' Apples. There's another one for the expansion. I'll end up going to that later, because I'm also going to go into combat to show... I'll actually go to the training area first. If you're not aware, if you've not been to the training area before via Buddy Plaza, it's this boat here. You're gonna get through here. You know, the weapon master and village quests and stuff are all through there, so it's just right past here. Yeah, you can come here, test out all your stuff. You can really reload in. It will reset all your stats. You can change your equipment, switch skills, all that here. You can pull your weapon out here, so you can do all the training that you want. Yeah, you can do all that here. Things to know, Mega Barrel Bombs, stuff like that. You can put them down, but they are... I'm actually going to swap over to my hammer. As you can see, I've been kind of fucking around with different weapons and different loadouts and stuff like that. Anyway, with the hammer, just imagine this is a sleeping monster right now. Actually, I can just prove that in real time. I'll actually take you on a hunt. So, I'm actually going to take you to... So you get to see a little bit of the expansion zone. If you watch my videos for since I hit Master Rank, this is where I do everything, because guess what? Don't need to go to Buddy Plaza when it's all right here. Same with your buddy board. All your stuff is in here. You can manage your little guys that are out, stats, choose which ones that you want with them, choose their skills, stuff like that. Yeah, different. It just puts everything in one area for me, which makes me happy.
A special quest has been added. Here's the list of quests.
Where is it? Where are you? Is it in the last one? I can't find it. Oh, this is annoying. The fuck is it? Oh my lord. Oh, I was looking in the wrong one. I was looking at high rank. I'm an idiot. Cool. So yeah, this is the part that I was talking about where you can bring
You'll do great.
NPCs with. Yeah. So yeah, I've chosen my quests. I'll go to the canteen, get my eat on. Alright, I want the defender to be last. Actually, yeah, I'll double defender it. Cool, I actually got all my skills too, which is nice! So yeah, just... I cannot tell you how much having learned how to use my wire bug skills. I don't know the timings on them or anything like that. I feel it. What's up? Feel it. It feels good. Wirebug Whisperer 1 is always a good option too. It speeds up your wirebugs coming back. You can, I believe you can last a little bit longer in the air. I don't remember, but it does increase your regen rate of your wirebugs, as well as if you pick up a third wirebug on a hunt, it sticks around for a little bit longer.
Let's go!
Alright, time to feast your eyes on drink.
Always grab items from your supply box.
Do you not agree, dear sister?
I do. And with Kimura's hero by our side, there's nothing we cannot accomplish.
I have learned that using L1 once you've targeted via R3 is amazing. Okay. So as you can see right here, we do have a wire bug. So I'll grab that. Let's drink this. I brought this guy, I chose this monster specifically because I know he starts off the fight like this. So I can sit here and go,
Let's blast this thing. Place the bomb.
yeah, he's going to try and fuck with me. So these guys right here, if you have an elemental weapon, you can actually strike them, and they will actually change their element type, and when you either ride one of these and smash them into the wall, it'll do extra damage, or in the expansion they have the Marionette Spider, which I will grab right here, and you can actually link a wire to it and then pull it. But, yeah, the Dragonfly that you said... Oh, you're putting a bomb down too? Okay. Yeah, as you can see, everything's set now. I didn't know that they brought their own bombs, but okay. So I'm set up here.
Farewell!
There's our target. There you are.
Oops, that didn't work as I thought.
Got a special
Getting angry.
going berserk.
Yeah, trying to keep on the monster is pretty much it. As you play the game, you'll kind of figure out what kind of thing you can get away with, and definitely Evade Extender is a. Oh.
You better take care of yourself. It's weakened. Strike now. I'll show you what I'm really proud.
Goodbye.
Oh, how'd that miss? I also have an ability on my skills to, or on my armor to manage to avoid getting knocked back for a little bit via Intrepid Heart. But another thing to learn is when you get knocked back, do a wire dash fall to recover yourself if you need to. It's get away from that.
Targeting you.
Reached my limit.
Who needs a squire with buddies like you?
Thanks, buddy.
So yeah,
Nice one.
so yeah, it's just L2 followed by B. It just allows you to already have your weapon sheathed, so you can put your item down. It gets you do it in a direction away from the monster. You can do it towards the monster to continue the fight.
I'll fight it now.
Get ready.
But
Time to surge ahead.
Thank you.
I owe you.
I'll drown you in a sea of your own tears.
I'll end this.
Got a special deal for ya. You're too excited. You better take care of yourself.
Are you okay?
yeah, basically Hammer's main play style is just
Farewell.
smack the face and stun and stun and stun. You do always have to be wary of your sharpness, otherwise you'll start bouncing.
Give it all you've got. It's over.
This will probably sting a bit.
Ow! Thank God I'm wearing my invincible armor. Dude! Fuck off! See? This is the thing, his status is like a motherfucker too. So the Oradal saved me there for a second, but it didn't stop him from killing me at all.
Will you be
Even the
alright?
proudest of knights stumble.
I sharpened my weapon, yes, even though it's a hammer.
Fondness for Kimura's
Makes no
sake.
fucking sense. I'll leave what's left in there for now, because I haven't gotten a lot done. I generally just leave my item slot on my potions, unless I'm very specifically looking for an opening. I can. Don't tell me what I can and can't do.
Failure is not an option.
Thanks, buddy.
Made him angry. Made him angry. I'm actually gonna go for a knockdown real quick. So yeah, that was just... That was the marionette spider at work.
Feeling marvelous.
Get ready.
All aboard!
Oh, she got the stun off. Oh, now he's pissed.
Keep an eye on its movement.
I'll send you to Kingdom Come.
Are you suffering from some sort of ailment?
Ow! Fucker!
I have placed the trap. This way, please. Hurry up! Are you okay?
And that's another thing with the followers, is that they actually do place traps.
Now's our chance.
So that is a thing I currently enjoyed.
I'll end
Of
this.
a royal knight.
But yeah, I mean, if you're looking for specific parts and you can focus the tail or whatever it is that you need to focus on.
Oh, you better love this one.
Don't waste
I was not expecting that to turn into a knockdown, but I'll take it.
This is the end.
I'll send you to Kingdom Come.
That was a mine that my cat ended up putting on. So him moving through that was great. So yeah.
Show me how it's done.
It's vulnerable.
Excellent navigation. Dodge this.
Ow.
You're a great comrade.
How do you like this?
Hit it with that.
Positively unstoppable.
Thanks. Yeah.
Missed some of it.
It's over.
Kingdom sends its regard.
Yeah, he's a pissed off monster. A evade extender always saves my ass.
Thanks, buddy.
Deal for ya.
It's weakened. Strike now. This should do the trick.
Ooh, lottery box. He'll be going down again.
You need to recover quickly.
This is what being
Nice.
a royal knight is all about.
Gonna keep slapping his neck and head.
Farewell.
Ooh, Intrepid Heart kicked in at the right time. Ow. The only reason I'm able to be as aggressive as I am is because of my armor.
Incoming! It's over!
I'm surprised I'm not dead from that.
You're fine. Get back to work.
Thank you.
Thank you, I guess. Yeah, there are different endemic lives that are floating about. If they do a big area like that, you can walk through and all your party members will get it. Yeah, he's getting tired. I do a lot of exhaust damage with my weapons, so...
Courtesy of a royal knight.
So you see how it says over there that it's ripe for capture on the right side here? Beat on it a little more so I can pop the
Time to surge ahead.
Thank you.
So you see underneath how it has that little blue head there in the right corner? That's how you know it's ready for capture. When you do that, you need 2 items. You need a trap. I'll use a pitfall in this case.
Place the trap!
And then you need trank bombs. 2 trank bombs, and it goes to sleep. Another thing with your items is there are some items you can throw. Trank bombs are one of them. You can press R2 and hold R2, and you can press square, and that'll throw them out. You can do that with your kunai as well.
Results to be proud of.
Generally a pretty rare thing. It's pretty much all I use that for, besides, you know, pulling up for my wire bug. So, yeah, I don't know if I suppose I did kind of go through it really quickly, but at the end screen it does have a separate slot for just plundered items from your palicos and what they've gathered throughout the quest. But yeah, that was him, Master Rank. He's a fun one, but yeah, he just kind of proves my point. I don't use my bombs very often. Usually it's for sleepy time, and usually I have these little guys running sleep weapons for that reason. But I mean, it's not particularly necessary. Excuse me. Actually, this is perfect. I'll go back to, because I can do my Meowcenaries through here. I'm actually going to go to Buddy Plaza so I can actually go through. See, it says I have returned, so you just go over to talk to this guy. I'm just going to skip it. It's just that over and over and over. And yeah, materials galore. Use an apple, it increases the outcome. It's always going to be 5. You got different levels that you can unlock as you go. And then you're basically looking for any of the ones that have sparkles, because that just means you're going to get a special item out of it, or at least a better chance of a better rarity item, or you can get the special items from the, or special armor items that you can only get through here. I like doing Sandy Plains a lot because that gives me the gloom cloths and whatnot. They'll just send them out, it's whatever. And yeah, they'll be ready in 5 quests. Now, I like to coincide this with the Meowcenaries because you come up here and there is a Kohoot nest. You interact with it, you get a ton of random items. Now, you can come here and grab one, click on it after every quest, but the items are going to get rarer. You're going to get higher rarity items, and you're going to get more items if you let it sit. I don't know what the cap is. It's like 4 or 5. Usually, I just coincide it with the mercenaries because I get plenty of material. Like I said, that's an extra 5 items just from that one. And I've gotten golden eggs and stuff like that, which you've already seen is like 20,000 zenny that you can sell it for. With the expansion, they came out with a second one, which I know is not actually up here. It's actually over there. I just like to get up here from that. Get back up there. And again, this is why it is so important to learn how to comfortably use a wire bug in any situation. I'm not really thinking about it, but yeah, no, both these are separate. They are coincide differently. Overall, base rise was decent. They've added a lot of things with expansion rise, or the Sunbreak expansion, including this skill, scroll swapping, and just the different, the higher rank weapons, the better, the curios crafting and stuff like that. That's another thing. Him. When it comes to the melding jar,
Welcome.
or the melding pot,
Shall we?
this runs purely off of Kimura points, which is the only other thing I use Kimura points for. Usually I don't do a lot of them. I'll usually go on a long hunting spree and then decide to spend a shit ton of materials and points to try and get new talismans. There are different ones that you unlock as you go. These are the only 3 that I really continuously use. This would probably be the best one, but I still need more material, more talismans. But yeah, they're going to get your different skills and stuff like that in your equipment slot. Otherwise, go over to back to Kimura. Other basic things to know about equipment. The pedal ace, it's gonna you're gonna unlock new ones as you go. It's gonna keep getting upgraded by the village chief as you do your questing and stuff like that. I use the absolute. It just gives me a bit more health versus, you know, some of the other ones. Demon pedal ace is what a lot of people like to use to towards endgame. Either one works. I just like to be a little bit chunkier. But the demon pedal ace is generally what everybody goes to because damage output is kind of the most important thing. I prefer to be able to survive a little bit. I'll get the damage there eventually. But let's see here. What else? When you go into here, you have your crafting list, and a lot of this is going to be grayed out. I personally suggest going through and making sure that you've at least crafted and unlocked everything in your craft list. Like, I don't use ammo at all, so I've got tons of this shit. And just... I don't do crafting a lot. That's just it. I did some crafting when I hit high rank on this crafting list. I think the only thing I've ever really hit, like, on a majorly was, like, antidotes, mega potions, stuff like that. And those are just auto-craft as you pick up the items while you're out on the hunt. It'll just do it automatically as you pick up the item. Those are the only 3 that I do out in the field, just because, honestly, antidotes, whatever. But, I mean, yeah, you want to be making your potions, you want to be making your mega potions, you know, as you go. Just to replace the things that you've done. I've never gone through and changed any of the auto-craft stuff. It's not really mattered to me. But yeah, no, that's the only other thing I can really say just in general. Just other than that, it's just get comfortable with the game. It's don't burn yourself out. That's another thing too. Like I play this game for 3 or 4 hours when I first started, and it was a lot of fun. But playing solo that long, and I will admit, even now, it's like I'm still decent at the game. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily good. I'd say I'm decent. I'll still fuck up. I'll still do stupid shit. I'll still fail quests. I'm not a perfect player. So, like, there's still a lot I have to learn in this game. If I were to go back to the old game, or the old way of playing, it's like paintballs. I remember paintballs being a majorly stupid thing that I needed to bring, but it was required because you couldn't just track your monster. So, alright, you're not on a... So yeah, no, that's really all I can think of. I like to gather a lot of materials. That's pretty much it. Yeah. I've kind of gone over all the different processes, different thoughts behind everything, why capture's better. Can't really teach, like I said, specifics on weapons just because I know 1 or 2 weapons out of like the 12. And there are some weapons I just refuse to pick up, like the longsword or the bowgun. And quite frankly, go watch one of the other guides that's out there. Raren is a guy I watch all the time, at least for his Gunlance guide I did for that one. There's a few others I can't remember off the top of my head right now that I've watched. Yeah, that's the thing. You can come into here and go into your hunter's notes to look at, your weapon controls. And it will tell you usefuls. But it's like, okay, that gives me a little bit on it, but it's like, where's the switch axe? So it's like, I don't even know what this heavy slam thing is. Oh, okay, I know what that is now. Gotcha. Okay, so they actually do have a decent amount of information on here. So, okay, yeah, no, I guess that's where a lot of people went and learned a lot of their stuff. I mean, I already knew it was going to be like a Mortal Kombat combat system with the weapons, at least on how the combos are supposed to work. Thankfully, they animated it and make it feel in a way where it flows naturally. But it doesn't change the fact that you do have to learn combos, and it's like, for the longest time, and you can see that with my old videos too. Like, when I first started, I was playing Switch Axe. And I don't even know if I have it on my Switch skills anymore. Okay, I do. Yeah, I'd sit there and fight the monster all the time, and I mean, part of that was I was using base rise as well, so I don't have the Switch skill system, so I'd have this move, the Invincible Gambit, which literally is just, yeah, you get iframes, so you get to complete the move no matter what you're doing. You can run into the monster who will try and smack you all around. You do get your damage out, but you also take hits. So it's not perfect. It's definitely not perfect. So my old playstyle was pretty much just sit there, run at the monster. I didn't really use, like, I'd swing sword for him all the time, but I wouldn't understand how it worked. I didn't understand how the gauge worked. I'd sit there and just invincible gambit through most of my fights. And now I feel I'm very new. I wouldn't say I'm very nuanced at the weapon, because I'm not. But I'm better than I was. I know I still have things to work on. I'm still terrible with my counter. I need to use it a lot more. I gotta get better use of the timing with it, and that just comes with using it. But, I mean, yeah, no, a lot of it is just putting in the time. Like, there's a reason I said I like to play Switch Axe, and it's my main weapon. But, I mean, it doesn't mean I haven't put some time into, you know, other things. So, this, like I said, when I first started on this account, I was actually playing Gunlance, so I had a little bit of a build-up of that stuff before I completely swapped over. So, it's not, and I only just started making my hammers recently. I do have those too, but I have no idea how those work. Maybe I'll learn it one day, but yeah, no, this is pretty much it for Monster Hunter. I guess the only other things I can really say is when you're doing your quests, like I said, just make sure that you're... Yeah, these look to be like they can only be completed on... They just need to be completed on the map that it specifies. I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, I still have some that are... I still have a lot that are required, and that requires me to do some hunting for some stuff. How have I not gotten that yet? I guess I just haven't had to hunt Espinas in a long time. I've hunted the Burning variation, but not the regular. And really, I've never caught... I must not have hunted an Astalos since I've gotten this request. It's the only thing I can think of. Barioth. I'm not surprised I haven't caught another one of those yet. I don't think I've actually hunted one down in Master Rank yet. But yeah, no, it's just get those done. They'll give you wire bugs. They'll give you weapon designs.
Hey, good to see ya.
For instance, Sword and Shield. You get the guild trees. You get the guild tree weapons through you know, could have swore there was 2 guild trees. Oh, was that that might have been dual blades. Yeah, I think that's dual blades. But yeah, you get the guild tree,
I have been
which looks like a sword with a cock ring. Anyway,
Guess you could say I'm something of an expert at this point. Don't worry.
Royal Order weapons you get through the follower quests. They're kind of fun. But yeah, you get a lot of fun ones, so...
What happened?
It's like the Death Stench. These are all items that you can get through the Meowcenaries, the Sinister Cloths, the Dark Cloths, and stuff like that. Guild Tree, yep, here we go. So this was one that I'd get from a request. So, yeah, no, it's always worth it to do your requests when you can. I mean, it's not the craziest thing in the world. It's something you can kind of go and do on your own, at your own pace. You don't have to get it done. It's just requested. You can get Dongo requests that will give you hunts like that. That's another thing with the... so if I go into here, it says I still have quests. Like, this is a request requested quest. So that means that somebody has requested me to go and complete this quest, and Bonry the Size giving me some layered armor for it. Like this one, I needed to do to complete it. What was this one for? This was for Dango, so that's why it's done. Like I need to do another one in here. I think this one is another Dango one as well. I'm just not ready to tackle 3 Elder Dragons. Oh wait, no, Gormagala is not an Elder Dragon. I forgot. Shagaru Magala is his older form. So yeah, no, just that's what those question marks mean. I mean, I've still got to hunt down this in order to be able to raise my rank beyond Master Rank 50 right now. And then I have the anomaly investigations and anomaly hunts, which are supposed to be even bigger Master Rank quests, but yeah, no, this is pretty much it. But yeah, did I think the expansion was worth it? Totally. It gave me access to new stuff. It gave me access to Master Rank. The Master Rank monsters were not too terribly difficult to get into, and weren't terribly difficult to fight. At least in compared to like some of the high rank stuff. Like, I remember. I know I don't have a video of it because it literally killed me in 6 minutes on stream. So I was like doing a 2-hour stream. And I have like a 6-minute window where I went, I'm gonna hunt Falstrax with my high rank gear, and I got clobbered so hard. Yeah, it won't be until you need like. Let's see here. Yeah, I still have ones like these. Yeah, once you start hitting, rank 8 or rank 7, rank 8,
I hope we can talk again soon.
then upgrading your armor is important. Deciding which armor pieces you want to stick with long term is important. Because you're not let them build up. Let all your armor spheres build up. Unplug my own fucking mic. But, yeah, no, let your armor spheres build up. Because even me, I've got a few sets of high rank gear that I've upgraded. So even Master Rank, I've got. Oh no, I can level them up again. So they're not they're not maxed out anymore. Oh no, I had all my Kushala gear ranked up. Oh no. Okay, so that might also be a reason why I need to. Might be a thing that might help me actually get past the Furious Rajang. I didn't have my stuff maxed out. I really wish that the NPCs wouldn't just sit there and talk that much. But that's besides the point. The Ibushi and the Narwa gear at high rank. By the way, Black Belt actually has some pretty good stuff on it. It's meant as a catch-up set. It's given to you. You can make use of it. Did I never make any? I could have swore I made. Ibushi.
I'm itching to get started.
No, I didn't. Okay. Yeah, I guess the Ibushi and Narwa gear, when you, at least on low levels, they don't have the same stuff as the Narwa and Ibushi. They have the Storm Soul effect.
I have been wanting to be a
I
blacksmith
guess
ever
they
since I
don't
was
get those unless you've maxed them out. But again, these are high rank monsters. They're supposed to be
grip this here hammer with confidence.
end of the story mode sort of thing. So for Pop specifically, we'll be getting to that. Won't be too much of an issue. I've as you can see, I've ground out master rank. So I've fought them solo harder. Going after Geismagorm would probably be a good idea at some point too, but I still haven't hit master rank Geismagorm too. That's a thing too. Geisma's a really interesting fight for higher rank, but the fact that I haven't been able to hunt it in master rank is
A special quest has been
a little scary, honestly. That's another thing. Valstrax, I haven't faced that master rank yet. There's a lot of things I have not faced at master rank yet.
special quest for you. Here's the list of quests.
Like gold, silver. It's all these various different. Like this one came out in the newest update, and I'm not high enough in order. Okay, I guess I have fought and killed him on master rank. Okay, I thought I hadn't come across him yet. Proves how little I wanted to actually build the armor. But yeah, no, it's just like that'll be
And studied for
a crazy hunt.
so I may be qualified to handle quests.
Oh, that's an arena hunt.
But I still
Anyway.
make plenty of. I hope we can talk again soon.
Yeah, no, a lot of it's just kind of familiarizing yourself with what is what and just understanding that as you play your weapon and as you kind of figure out how the game works and get comfortable with things, you kind of look at it in a more natural way and just realize that the hurdles that you've had as you play are overcomeable, which is part of the reason I love this game, is the fact that I can sit here and go, okay, I had gotten my ass handed me with Valstrax, for instance. That is, for some people, that is a more than enough reason to sit there and go, I'm not going to play anymore. I can't do this. This game's too hard. They just two-shotted me. I didn't even get a chance. I was flabbergasted. But literally, I went out, did some grinding, decided what skills I wanted. It made me want to actually beat the shit out of the guy. So I went and tried to make my armor sets better so that it'd be a little bit easier time. Made sure my gear was maxed out so that he wasn't two-shotting me, and made sure I got my items set up so I had my, I was able to craft my, my medicines that give me bonus attack and defense. I went out and killed Ibushi and Narwa so I could get the power talons and the power and armor talon as well as the charms, because that's literally just what it is. It's one of these combined with I think it's an Ibushi claw. I don't remember. It'll be in your list. You only have to make one of each and just make sure that it stays in your inventory, because it's just an auto power boost. But yeah, it is a game of preparation. It is, if you don't think about something and it turns out that it's something that is necessary, it is on you to prepare for that. So it's not the game's fault. You make the game as hard as you want it to be, pretty much. I mean, yeah, the game's not going to hold your hand, but at the same time, like, there's the endemic life that is around you on the normal maps. The spirit birds are pretty much, you want to play easy mode, you play with spirit birds, because they will like as you saw with the Espinass fight, that spirit bird, the rainbow spirit bird I collected at the beginning, brings my stats all the way to max. It's just between feeding, which increases your max stats as well, and then the spirits birds out in the fight. It's just like, okay, yeah, no, you got plenty of different ways of being able to mitigate damage and whatnot, and prep yourself. So it's when the game throws a challenge at you, it's not that the game is sitting there going, okay, you can't beat this. It's saying, this is what you should be at this point. We don't think this is unfair. We don't think this is too challenging. We are going to let you have access to this challenge. It is up to you to pass it. That is why the Furious Rajang is still ongoing for me, because I have not been able to beat it yet. But even though I haven't beaten it yet, it doesn't mean that it's not on my list to beat. But this video is going on long enough. I'm rambling like a motherfucker. So I will end it here, but that's just kind of the things that I've learned. Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else that I can think of, because I can't really. A lot of it is just stuff that I just know, and it's like trying to think of exactly what specifically somebody doesn't know. It can be kind of difficult sometimes. So I don't know. I guess I'll probably just deal with questions as people ask them, I guess. But yeah, feel free to ask if there's anything specific. If I don't know, then I can probably point to somebody who's done a video on it that does know. And hey, guess what? That helps for me too, because that means that it's information that I've decided wasn't relevant up to this point, and now I'm going to look it up so I can give it off to somebody else. So that means I'll have to learn that information to some capacity. So, but yeah, no, definitely. I'm going to re-emphasize this every time. Learn to use the Wirebug controls. It makes everything so much easier. You get so much extra movement that it's just... Yeah, sure, why not? It's not what I was expecting, but whatever.
Time to go.
But yeah, no, this is my thought process on Monster Hunter. How I've decided what I prioritize and why, and I mean, I figure I must be doing something kind of right if I'm able to actually take on Master Rank to some capacity. So I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all learned something, because quite frankly, I don't really, like I said, I don't know what else I can pretty much say other than just go out and probably find a few of the other YouTubers that actually know more about the game, because I know there are people that play with mods as well, which can show you like health bars and stats. The game, I don't like to play it that way because, well, quite simply, the game doesn't want you to know that information. It wants to give you context clues. So it just doesn't work out. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. And like I said, hope y'all learned something about hunting. So have a good one.